For too long now, I have been hearing about goals and how goals put pressure on people. It's time to claim back the fun, don't you think? And that's what we're going to do today. Welcome back to Mr. Francy Reads. Let's go. Yes, hello, and welcome back to Mr. Francy Reads. I am, of course, Mr. Francy, and I'm honoured that you've once again chosen to join me today as I check in on my goals for the year for that first month in January. What I mean by this is that I set a number of goals to last me in 2025, and every single month I want to check in on my progress. Now, it's very important for you to note that my goals, I don't do them to create pressure on myself. I don't do them to create pressure on you. I just do them for fun. And I'm going to check in every single month because I may want to tweak goals, delete goals, add new goals. Who knows? So let's jump right on in. Goal number 1 that I had for this year was to film both TBRs and monthly wraps in front of my bookshelves and go back to ordering my mini wrap reviews by star ratings, starting from DNFs/1 stars first through to 5 stars last. Now, with this one, I have half achieved this. So the second half, definitely I achieved with my monthly wraps, my monthly wrap for January. I started with my first book, which was a DNF, then to my 2 stars, I had no 1 stars, and then 3, 4, 5. That was achieved. However, going in front of my bookshelves to film my TBR did not occur for February because I didn't have all the books. And the reason I wanted to film my monthly wraps and TBRs in front of my bookshelves was so that I could put the book up on the shelves outward facing once I had finished speaking about it so you could continue to look at it. I did not do that with my January monthly wrap. So you all let me know in the comments below if you think it makes a difference with me being in front of the shelves for the TBR and monthly wrap videos or not. If you don't think it does, I'll just stay here. If you do think it does, I'll go back and continue doing them and try to remember to put those books facing outwards. Goal number 2 was to do 1 book tag per month. This is hilarious because I actually did 3. So I wanted to start going back into doing book tag videos on this channel because I love doing them. You'll love watching them. It is seriously win, 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 win. So as I say, I did 3 and I only needed to do 1. I do them on Mondays, as I call those videos Book Tag Mondays, and so this was a pass. Goal number 3 was to host 2 to 4 readathons this year, definitely in January as well as May, and then optional for April and December. This is a pass. I did host a readathon in January, which was the Jumpstart January readathon, which predominantly took place over on my Discord. If you would like to join us over on the Discord for readathons, sprints, we do so many different things over there, honestly, it would take too long to mention them all. The link to that is right down there, right at the top. It's in a pinned comment. Come along and join us. We would love to have you at the Sparkle Cafe. In addition, I am hosting a readathon in February called the Cozy It Up February Readathon, which is all to do with cozy mystery books, and whether it be ebook, physical, or audio. And they're very easy prompts because I want to promote cozy mysteries to those who aren't aware of them, and also allow you, if you like cozy mysteries, to continue your love of them. And also it is a great setup for March, where there is always a March Mystery Madness readathon that I will be taking part in. Goal number 4 was, if I don't get to certain books in a month, put them into an available spot in another month. This is not applicable because I got to all the books in my January TBR, but this is definitely something that I will be mindful of moving forward, and I am glad that I have that goal. Goal number 5 was, if I have time, try to read a first book in a series to try per month. I definitely did that with picking up Sufficiently Advanced Magic by Andrew Rowe. This is book number 1 in the Arcane Ascension series. I picked it up literally to give that series a go. I enjoyed that book, and so yes, it has already been added to my 2026 SAS list. Goal number 6 was to count pages read, not the book read, just the pages, when DNFing. The reason why I was doing this goal was because when I DNF'd a book, I wouldn't even count the pages read. I, of course, wouldn't include the book as being read because I didn't finish the book, but I also didn't include the pages read, and why not? I had read them. I did this in January. I DNF'd one book. I read 45 pages in that book before DNFing, and those pages were added to my total page count. Goal number 7 was to include spoilers in my Goodreads reviews, redacting naturally, as after over 100 books, I can forget certain things. Yeah, so this was a goal that was necessary. However, changes have been made where I no longer need to do this. So this goal is no longer applicable, and I will be removing this goal from my goals list. The reason for this is because I have a private Discord server that only I can access, and I annotate my books over there. So yeah, it's just, that goal is just no longer necessary. It's no longer applicable. Alright, goal number 8 was to try to read from 4 or more different genres per month. For specificity reasons, subgenres count as different genres, e.g. mystery and cozy mystery counting as 2 different genres, as well as sci-fi and dystopian counting as 2 different genres. Now, to clarify, I don't mean a sci-fi book that is a sci-fi and dystopian one book counting as 2 genres. I mean, if I picked up one sci-fi and one dystopian, then I count them as a sci-fi read and a dystopian read. 2 different books, 2 different genres, despite dystopians and cozy mysteries being deemed by those in the know as subgenres. Okay, next up, we have goal number 9, get better writing chapter thoughts while reading. So this goes back to that Discord situation I was mentioning earlier, over my private Discord, annotating what I am reading. Yes, so I definitely started off January doing that. With that very first book, Sufficiently Advanced Magic, I was annotating chapter by chapter, and I kept that up for about 3 or 4 books in the month, and then I realized, no, I'm gonna stop doing it as often as I was, because it was annoying me and taking me out of the read to force myself to stop every single chapter just to annotate something. So what I've decided to do, just to, condense it down and make it more easy and fun for me, is that every day I will leave some thoughts, spoilery thoughts, over on my private Discord, and that will be enough to fulfill that goal. Alright, next up we have goal number 10, go back to doing my yearly stats. I used to do this every month, and it was great and so detailed, not to be confused with any sort of pressure. I just like stats and find it interesting to see what I read. For example, how many middle grades did I read in that entire year? Yeah, so, okay, so technically I did not do this, but what I have done is I've gone back to actively updating my booktube career stats when it comes to age ratings and genres. And so, yeah, I definitely did that, and I will tweak that goal to make it that for the rest of the year, rather than just it being a yearly stat. Although, maybe I'll keep it. Who knows? There's still time to get it done. But yeah, I am still doing that. I started my channel in January of 2020, and so I did update that. So yeah, at the moment, we'll actually call that a fail. Yay! And maybe I will just retroactively now in February go back to doing my yearly stats, because it will be nice at the end of the year to go back and say, okay, for this year, for 2025, this is what I read. So yeah, okay. Alright, next up. We have goal number 11, go back to keeping a DNF'd list. I'm glad I no longer force myself to hang on to my DNF'd books till I do videos on them, because I used to do that. But not keeping a DNF'd list causes me to forget what I DNF'd throughout the year. Yeah, very much so. So, I didn't actively create, or I don't believe it, I'll just check. Making a liar out of myself. I did create this, on the private server, and it's literally called 2025 DNFs, and the one book I DNF'd in January is there. Woo! Goal number 12 was to try to branch out in my crafting while reading. Normally I crochet, but in 2025 I'd like to try other things as well. Now, firstly, crocheting right behind me. So this blanket over here is the one that I am working on at the moment, and it's kind of like a reversed advent calendar. If you want to know where I'm up to, just check that background behind me. I keep meaning to allude to it. I just keep forgetting to, like with the books and facing them outwards. So yeah, if you just check behind me on in every single video that I do that you're watching, you'll see how far along I am. So as you can see behind me, I'm 6 rows in to that blanket, and I added that 6th row only yesterday. So today is the 3rd of February Australian time, or 2nd if you are American or Canadian or on the other side of the world. And so yeah, 1st of February in Canada, US, other side of the world time, 2nd of February Australian time, I added the 6th row, and I'm still working on that. But I'm also doing other things. One example is I've gotten back into colouring. And yeah, really enjoying doing some colouring. Nice little pictures there. Oh, yeah, that one was done in pencil. These are done in Texta. The reason I end up moving to Texta, by the way, is because the pencils that I use are really, really, really bulky, and so it's really hard to keep it in the lines because they're so thick. They're like for little kids, so I end up getting these connector pens. I've always loved connector pens, even in school, so purchased those and now using them. And yeah, it's just another way to mix up my crafting while I'm listening to an audiobook. Another example I can give you is my, so to say, Legoing. Isn't this cute? It is a nice little Swiss roll. This is a toaster, and this is a lovely cake. And yeah, I'll show you the box in case you want to do that as well. But here's the cake. And it is the Construction is the name of them. And yeah, they have this cafe series. Have a look here on the back. So you got your Swiss roll, you got waffles. I actually did the waffles. They were just hidden. But yeah, there's my lovely waffles, and they've been dropping things here left and right. It's okay. But yeah, waffles, then heart cake and pancakes, and I just think it's fantastic. They would be perfect to put above my cozy mysteries. Every time I pick up my Legos, something drops, and what dropped just now were these little picker things. They're fantastic. My sister gave me these, and so basically if you make a mistake, you use these picker things to move away the mistake. And yeah, given that I'm new at getting into these Lego type things of building, I've made many mistakes, but I just love these because look at how cute this is in the little cake. Now, if you go, but Mr. Francy, where exactly are they? See my Coffeehouse Mystery Series books there. There's the toaster, there's the Swiss roll, there's the waffles. The cake is right there above my Amanda Flower Candy Shop books. They're hard to see from this distance, but they're there. And as you can see, there is a Hedwig there and another Hedwig there. My sister and I both did those on Christmas Day. They were fun. That's what got me into all of this. So yay, big shout out to my sister. Hi, if you're watching, hi. All right, let's keep going. Goal number 13 was a monthly goal check-in, which is exactly what we're doing now. So that is a pass. Goal number 14 is do some more informative type videos. Yeah, so this is basically any type of video that provides any sort of generalized information. I'm not trying to throw information onto you. It's just a fun way of me discussing generalized topics when it comes to books, reading, anything like that. And I definitely achieved with that one. Okay, next up we have don't be afraid to review books. Yeah, so in the past I have been very afraid to review books, but I've wanted to. This was not applicable for January. There weren't any books that I felt the need to review, although I will say my reading vlogs are a whole lot longer for a good reason. That's because I elaborate on my spoiler-free thoughts and feelings of those books in those vlogs. So there you go. Goal number 16 was get back to y'all's comments in video format. The next one's coming up is the next video I film. I love doing those videos. In case you are new to the channel, every single comment that is made on my channel these days, I do videos each and every single week where I respond to them in video format. This is because when you write something, tone and inflection is lost and it can be miscommunicated. So I decided I would like to respond personally on camera, and so that video, the next one in the series, is coming out as the next one you see. Next up, we have goal number 17, which is opening up to other interests, including hosting a buddy watch-along. Yeah, so absolutely, if you can buddy read, why can't you buddy watch things like movies or shows? So in December, we did the Christmas movie watch-a-thon. In January, my Discord, The Sparkle Cafe, hosted a watch-along of Stranger Things Season 1, which was a whole lot of fun. This month in February, the Sparkle Cafe, my Discord server, where we're all there, one wonderful family, is hosting a readathon of a watchathon of season 2 of Stranger Things, as well as season 1 of The Witches of East End. And Jessica, my dear friend Jessica from the booktube channel Lady Lovestead Reads, who has her own Discord server called The Lovestead, is hosting a buddy watch along of The Good Witch season 1 this month, and I am getting involved in that as well. Okay, next up we have, where am I? Goal number 18, which is to keep up to date with my newsletters. Yeah, so I started writing a newsletter in December of 2024, and I did not have time to do that in January. I don't know if I'm going to keep this goal or if I'm going to let it go, but it was a fail for January, so yeah, it was a fail. Woo! See, I don't take them seriously. It's totally fine for it to be a fail. Yee! Goal number 19 was to push myself to do one booktube reading sprint per season. I do reading sprints every single day over on my Discord server, and when I say I do them every single day, that is not only correct that I do, but I do them for many, I can't overstate how many hours. I am not there for 2 or 3 hours every day. I'm there for like 8, 9, or 10. So if you'd like to get a reading sprint done at some point on the Discord server, come along and join us. Link is in that pinned comment right down there. I'm there every day, and I honestly don't think I would get through half the books I do if not for all the fabulous people that always join me when we do our reading sprints over on the Discord at the Sparkle Cafe. So thank you to you all. All right, but this was specifically to do a booktube reading sprint to get myself back on camera for sprinting. I did not do that in January, so I apologize for that. That was a fail. Yee! And yeah, it will happen one day this year, very soon. We'll see. And goal number 20 was to write every month and keep a writing journal. Yes, I'm doing both of those. So I'm currently penning a cozy mystery, and I have written over 6,900 words in the month of January, which was a massive success for me. I was very happy about that. And also I am keeping a journal, a very loosely bound journal, over on the on my Discord server. There is a section, category called Mr. Francy Writes. Under that section, there is Mr. Francy as a channel, and then there's a general one. In the Mr. Francy channel, I am now keeping a writing journal, and that has been a whole lot of fun discussing what I am writing with everyone over on the Discord. So that is a pass. Woo! So far, really great, positive, productive month. How was your first month of January? Did you set any loosely bounded goals that you were happy whether you passed or failed on? Let me know all about it in the comment section below. But in the meantime, that is where I am going to leave it. I'm going to let you all go with peace, blessings, and so much love. Please do be kind, love one another, and spread your sparkling energy all throughout the world. And until next time, happy reading. Bye, everyone!